Evening. A big night for Rock Nation, a big night for Cotto Promotions, a wonderful and brilliant performance by the champion, Miguel Cotto. All of you are here tonight to listen to the champ. So Miguel, why don't you give him a couple of words?
All I have to say is thank you to everybody. We work really hard in LA. Freddie is the mastermind behind everything I did for the last 2 years. With no doubt, my best years in boxing. And I said Freddie, after the end of the fight, he is the best thing I ever could have in my career, and he really is. Thank you, Freddie.
Questions?
Miguel, can you tell us specifically what kind of things has Freddie done for you to revive you as a fighter? These two performances against Martinez and tonight were spectacular. What has he done to enable you to do that?
He just brought the confidence I lost after dealing with 2 losses in a row, first time in my career. He bring the old Miguel back, and he just is the reason Miguel is here right now.
Miguel, with a win like this, obviously there's going to be comparisons to Gennady Golovkin because this is a common opponent. What do you say to that matchup now that you were able to face someone that he's faced and you did basically the same or better?
Gennady made his own fight. I made my own. There's no point to comparison with that. I just came here to do what we plan to do in LA, and I think that was just perfect. It was a perfect plan. The plan Freddie had in mind for 10 weeks in LA, and we just were here to make this plan happen.
Miguel, right here. After the fight, you showed a lot of emotion. You were pumping your fist. You were very, very excited. We haven't seen that much excitement from you after a win. Usually you're very reserved. Why all the emotion today?
After being for over 55 days working my ass every day, I think it's the best, one of the best years, one of the best fights I had in my career, and I just was happy.
Miguel, Brandon Robinson, Biometric question. Took a year off. What did you learn about yourself from the last fight to now that maybe you didn't know?
I think the year off just helped me to heal every doleness I have, every pain I have in my body. After being here for 40 years, was the best. After getting ready in our team, spend the whole year out of boxing was the best thing we could do for performing like that today.
Miguel, your first fight here at Barclays Center, what do you think of the crowd support, and is there anything different fighting as opposed to Madison Square Garden?
It's a great arena, great venue. People here was phenomenal. I just had to be thankful for New York. No matter where I've been in New York fighting, people always been supporting Miguel Cotto.
Freddie, question for you. Congrats again on the performance tonight. Cotto and Canelo are now on the collision course. How do you stylistically see that fight playing out, and do you think Cotto could get a 4th spectacular knockout in a row against Canelo?
I think so. I mean, I've thought about that fight a lot, and I've watched a lot of tape on that opponent. And,
I thought it would happen actually sooner than it is. But I do like that fight. I think it's a great fight for us. It's a great fight for boxing. It's a great fight for the world. Actually, it's two really good fighters going at it, and that's what we want to see. And I will get Miguel ready for that fight, and I feel that we will win that fight.
Miguel, on the first knockdown tonight, you talked about the plan coming in. Was that something that you just saw on opening, or was it your plan to then step up the aggression after those first 3 rounds?
The plan was follow Freddie's instruction all the time, and he just said to me in the rest minute that he wants me to push a little bit the fight, and we just did.
Miguel, in the back, over here. Congratulations, Miguel.
Thank you.
The fight with Canelo Alvarez, can you give me your thoughts on Canelo as an opponent and your desire to have that fight next?
That's going to be just another fight. Canelo just going to be another opponent, and we are going to be ready for him. That's all I can say about it.
You really think that's maybe another fight for you in terms of what you think competitively, but in terms of the marketability of the fight? I mean, it's a fight that the fans really want to see.
That's going to be a great fight, a big fight for us, for the whole world of boxing. But at the end of the road, for us as a boxer, as a trainer, we just going to prepare ourselves to be ready for whatever Canelo had in mind for us.
I have one other question regarding the Canelo fight. What will the weight for that fight be? He's been fighting at 155 pounds for, I believe, his last 3 consecutive fights. Obviously, you came in 153. You're, as you say, a small middleweight, if a middleweight at all. What would be the weight for that fight? You're both the same size.
If he's been fighting in 155 for his last 3 fights, I've been fighting in 159 against Martinez. My weight was 155. I was fighting 157 with Daniel Geale. My weight was 153.4. We can make it in 155 with no problem.
Thank you, Miguel.
Miguel, what are your thoughts? Would you believe that Canelo should come here because you're the champion and fight you here in New York?
No matter where the fight happens, I'm going to be ready for him.
Miguel right here, Andy Amelia with ES News. Everyone's talking about Canelo and Triple G, but you arguably gave Floyd Mayweather one of his best fights ever. How intriguing is that rematch with you for his last fight?
I've been here always looking for the big names, the better opportunity for my career, and we are going to just sit and talk about what's going to be the best for us as a team.
Have you spoken to Mayweather about it?
What?
Have you ever spoken to Mayweather about a possible rematch?
No, I didn't.
Freddie, I just, for all the slack you get for being an offensive trainer and not good at teaching fighters defense, Miguel's defense looked outstanding today. I mean, weaving, catching shots, so I want to commend you on that. And Miguel was a beautiful performance. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like offense, but I know defense too, and I get the perfect student with it. He listens very well, he's very disciplined. I mean, we worked really hard for this fight, and it showed, and thank you.
Hey Freddie, I'd like to ask, as a trainer, would you rather have Cotto fight Triple G or Canelo?
Doesn't matter to me.
Wouldn't matter. Even though he's a smaller middleweight, fighting Triple G wouldn't matter, just be like fighting Canelo.
I get him ready for either one, I don't care.
Going back to
All right,
going
sir,
back.
please wait for the mic in the back. We have a question. Go ahead.
Sí, Miguel, ¿podría repetir en español esto que estás explicando de tu pensamiento sobre una pelea con Canelo? ¿Cómo la verías y en qué peso sería?
No tengo ningún tipo de manera de observar o ver la pelea diferente con Canelo, que no sea una pelea más o un oponente más en mi carrera. Canelo es un peleador fuerte, la pelea que el público está comentando, y el peso sería algo a discutir, pero no veo nada en mi camino para que la pelea no se dé.
Miguel, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Amir Khan's been talked about as the opponent of Mayweather, but he didn't look great last week. You look spectacular now, 4 times in a row, and fighting around 154, 155. Could you fight Mayweather again, and is it even doable?
We need to sit, Freddie and me as a boxer, as a trainer, and talk about what's going to be the best for us.
And Freddie, what do you think? Would you like to do that? And do you think Cotto could beat him now?
I do. It's a tough fight, but I do think Miguel's big enough and strong enough to beat him, and we'd have to fight a perfect fight. But I think we're very capable of doing that.
Cotto, una pregunta en español. El plan era, vimos muy bien cómo le pegaste cuando le pegabas abajo. Ese era el plan, pegarle abajo y tirarle la izquierda con la que lo tiraste.
El plan era hacer y seguir lo que vieron, que fue Miguel Cotto alerta en todo momento, colocando su golpe, y en el momento en el que Freddie me pidió que atacara más al oponente, pues en ese momento pues sentí la libertad de dirigirme hacia él y atacarlo.
One more question, please.
Marcos.
Right.
Miguel, por acá. Luego de la pelea de Canelo, luego de la pelea de Golovkin, tu nombre fue mencionado por los dos, queriendo pelear contigo. La demostración de hoy fue una respuesta a ese pedido que ellos están haciendo, o es que querías demostrarle a ellos y al boxeo en general de que es Miguel para paz.
Yo, luego de 14 años de carrera, no. ¿Lo quiere traducir?
The question was, after the fight of Canelo and Golovkin, they both call you out. After your brilliant performance tonight, you're sending a message to them?
Luego de 14 años de carrera no hay ningún tipo de mensaje que enviar. Ellos saben a qué se sube Miguel Cotto al ring cada vez que se sube. Yo estaré listo para enfrentar al que sea. Ellos pelearon hace una semana, están descansando. Es mi turno de descansar ahora. Luego de varias semanas de descanso, pues podremos hablar si es Guerrero, si es Canelo, si es Golovkin o el que sea. Estoy preparado y estaré listo para el que sea.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, the translation for that question was, after 14 years of career in boxing, I have nothing to say. I'm ready for anybody. They fought a couple of weeks ago and then they're resting, so now it's my turn to rest, and then we'll figure out what's the best option for me. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Good evening.